Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So I've been sick for the past week and the last video I did was just a vlog. So now I'm back. I'm still sick but a lot better than I was last week. And I'm also so ready and excited to do this video today because this is another What the Hype? And this time with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. So the Maybelline Fit Me has been out in the United States for a while, but they extended the line with new shades, and along with this extension, they also brought it to the Philippines, where I am, and everyone's been excited about it because the YouTube community has been raving about it for a long time, and it wasn't available in the Philippines, but now it is. So of course I have to do a review on it. So this is going to be a first impressions review with a wear test, so let's just get right to it. So I already did my skin prep off camera. I just used my hyaluronic acid toner and my moisturizing sunscreen. For the Fit Me range, I am a shade 220, although I'm not sure about the match, if it's a good match, but when I swatched it in store, this was the most promising. Okay, first off, I don't like the packaging. It's just a bottle, so it's very messy. That's probably why it's cheap. It's only $2.99, so maybe adding a pump would cost more, obviously. See, it's so messy already. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna try applying with both a beauty blender and a brush just to see the difference. I don't usually do that, but I just wanted to see if there's a difference. So first with the beauty blender. Okay, that's immediately a lot of product. Sorry. Right off the bat, it's a beautiful finish. So this is the side with no foundation, and this is the side with foundation. Can you see the difference? Because I can. It's a very beautiful finish. It's not completely matte. It's a healthy matte. And if I'm glowing a bit, it's because of the moisturizing sunscreen. This one is a brightening sunscreen, so it's very good. It's skin easy. Skin prep really does wonders. So take note of that. Prep your skin. For foundation, you can't expect a drugstore foundation especially to perform really well if you don't prep your skin. So I'm going to use a brush, an oval brush on the other side, just to see if there's going to be any difference. And the reason I prep really well is because if I'm going to use a brush, it causes flaking and micro exfoliation, so I have to prep really well so that that won't happen with the brush. The brush kind of shears it out more than the beauty blender, so I'm gonna tap it on the areas where it kind of sheared out. I mean, the beauty blender usually shears out product for me, but I find that this brush sheared it out more than the beauty blender. So I'm just gonna blend it on the forehead. Whoops. I used this to sorry about that. Anyway, so that's the brush, beauty blender. For the finish, I think it really makes my skin look a healthy matte, not a flat matte, but a healthy matte or a healthy demi matte. And I wouldn't say poreless, but I think it's a very flattering finish. Like, it looks very natural, but definitely a lot more even. Like, my skin tone looks so much more even than without the foundation. But the coverage is only a medium coverage because it wasn't able to cover my pigmentation and my veins, despite the huge amount by my standards that I already used. So yeah, I like it. I like medium coverage. I don't like full coverage. So I like the coverage, I like the finish, and semi-poreless. Not really poreless, just a semi-poreless. But definitely the Beauty Blender blended it out more. There's already a bit of creasing on my nose with the brush. That's why I don't like using a brush. It's really hard to blend foundation on me with a brush. So I just applied concealer on my under eye area, and now I'm gonna test the powder. So this is the powder in the same shade in 220. I'm gonna use it to set my face and my under eyes. So I'm gonna use the Real Technique setting brush. So I expect this to have so noisy. Ah, it has a cushion and a mirror. I didn't know that. It has a cushion and a mirror. Not bad. I expect this to have some coverage as well. So it should cover my dark circles a bit more. Okay, so I'm done concealing my under eyes. It definitely feels matte now and not tacky. Now I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. Okay, so that's my face set. Now I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and then wait, let me check the time. The time is now 12:13 p.m. That's when I finished my foundation and setting my face. So I'm gonna check back with you later to see how it does. Hi, I'm back. So it's been a full 6 hours since I applied my makeup. It's already past 6 p.m. I'll zoom you in. I'm very sweaty. There is definitely some fading around my nose because I have a cold and I have been blowing my nose during the 6 hours, and then I took a nap. But there was no transfer on my pillows, nor was there any fading on my cheeks. My foundation itself is very much still intact. I got oily before filming this video, and then I blotted my nose to see how much oil I could get, and this was the amount of oil that I got from my nose. So overall, I would say it's a very good foundation. It didn't make my face look cakey, both when I applied with a beauty blender and a brush. The beauty blender did the better job at blending it though, and blended it really easily compared to the brush. The brush made it crease around my nose because I couldn't get in this area here to tap it in. So I kept having to remove excess product with my ring finger and then blend the product back in to remove creasing. I think one of the things that made this foundation last this long is definitely the powder. The powder definitely set my foundation very well, and it made it feel completely melded into my skin. And I think that's why it feels bulletproof. I sweated, I kept blowing my nose, and of course there's some redness here. For oily skin, I think this foundation would work really well, especially if you do not have a lot to cover. It is only medium coverage though, and it doesn't go up to a full coverage like the Infallible. And I think the Infallible is more lightweight than this one. So in terms of a better foundation, I think the Infallible Pro Matte is better in terms of how it feels on the skin. But in terms of the finish, I prefer the finish of the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I also prefer the blendability of the Maybelline Matte and Poreless because it just blended so easily, like tap 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 and whoa, it's blended. While with the Infallible, it takes a lot of tugging, and even a beauty blender is a bit too soft to blend it. It takes more effort to blend it in. So definitely the Maybelline Matte and Poreless is easier to use. But if you have dry skin, you will definitely need to use a lot of moisturizer so that you don't end up with a flat finish. Same with the Infallible, you also need to use a lot of moisturizer if you have dry skin so that you don't end up with a flat finish. But for the Philippine weather, both the Maybelline Matte and Poreless and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte really work so well. Whether you have dry skin or oily skin, I think it will work really well for our weather. I got it for only $2.99 at Lazada because Maybelline was having 100 pesos off on the Fit Me products, but its regular price is $399. So that completes my video. I hope this helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!
Subscribe. It's free.